Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a full body workout. It's gonna be no equipment needed, but it's still gonna work your core, your legs, your arms, so get ready for it. But let's get started. I'll get you in that 4-point kneel, and we're just gonna warm up with those cat-cows. So I'll get you to inhale, dropping that belly low, bringing your gaze forward. We're gonna exhale, round our spine up, pushing that mat away from us. And then inhale, dropping that belly, opening up that chest. And exhale, rounding everything up, tucking that chin to chest. And inhale. We're just gonna flow through here, warming up that spine. We're here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Meeting me with that neutral spine. We're gonna tuck our toes under. We're gonna pike those hips up into a downward dog, and we're just gonna pedal those heels. Feeling that stretch all up in our calves and hamstrings. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come to that high plank. We're gonna extend that left leg into 3-legged dog. Bringing that left foot to left wrist. We're just gonna rock here, stretching that left hamstring and hip flexor. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stillness, we're gonna drop that right knee to the mat. We're gonna inhale as we extend that left arm to the ceiling. We're gonna exhale, bring that left forearm to the mat if we can. And then we inhale, reaching back up to the ceiling. And exhale, bringing that forearm down to the mat. And then inhale, we're just flowing through here for 4. Inhaling as we reach up. Exhale as we reach to the mat. We're here for 3, 2, last one. Reach up to the ceiling. You exhale, bring that forearm down to the mat. From here, that left hand meets the mat. We're pushing that left foot back into downward dog, and we're pedaling those heels for 6. Keeping those ears out of our shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to that high plank. We're extending that right leg into 3-legged dog. Bringing that right foot to right wrist. We're just rocking here, feeling that stretch in our hamstring and hip flexor. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to stillness, dropping that left knee to the mat. We inhale as we extend that right arm to the ceiling. We exhale as we bring that right forearm to the mat. And inhale as we reach back up. And exhale as we bring down to the mat. We're here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Reach up to the ceiling, and you exhale, bring that forearm down to the mat. From here, that right hand meets the mat. We push that right foot back into downward dog. We pedal those heels one last time for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to that high plank, we're dropping those knees wide, those feet stay together, coming to that child's pose, sitting back on those heels, our arms stretched out in front of us, just holding the stretch. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing yourself up when you're ready. We're gonna start by lying down on our back. And I want you to make sure your spine is imprinted into the mat. So you're tucking that tailbone under so there's no space between your lower back and the mat. And as you exhale, you're pressing that lower back down. From here, your hands come behind your head. Your legs are brought to tabletop. And we're just gonna start with our chest lift. So I want you to exhale, chest lift up. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower, keeping those shins parallel with the ceiling. Our knees are stacked over our hips. Just focusing on that exhale, bringing your chest up. Inhale as you lower. Using those lower abs to pull you up. And then you inhale as you lower. We just want to get used to using that breath to lift us up and lower us down. Keeping that lower back pressed into the mat. We're here for 4, and then we're gonna add a layer. 3, 2, and 1, lowering that chest down. So we're gonna chest lift up. We're gonna extend and lower that left leg down, bringing it back to tabletop. Then we lower our chest. Exhale, chest lift up. We extend and sweep that left leg down to the mat, bringing it back to tabletop and lower. We're only working that left leg for right now. So you exhale, chest lift up. You extend and lower that left leg. Slowly bring it back to tabletop before you lower that crunch. A modification here can be just keeping that knee bent and you tap those left toes to the mat, bring it back to tabletop and lower instead of extending and sweeping that left leg. Whatever feels best while you keep that lower back pressed into the mat. We're using that exhale to lift that leg back to tabletop. We inhale as we lower it, exhale as we bring it up. Just flowing through here. We're here for 4. Then you're gonna stay lifted with me. 3, 2, and 1. You're staying lifted in that crunch. We're extending and lowering that left leg down to the mat, bringing it back to tabletop. We're not lowering our chest. We're only here for 8, 7, use your breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Those legs come back to tabletop. and 1. Legs to tabletop, you lower that chest. From here, we're gonna chest lift up. We're gonna extend and lower that left leg, but we're gonna bring that left elbow to right knee. Then when we bring that left leg back to tabletop, we untwist and lower. So just one flowing movement. You chest lift up, you extend and lower that left leg, bringing that left elbow to right knee, bringing it back up and lowering down. Using that exhale to lift you up and inhale to lower. Again, a modification can just be tapping those left toes to the mat as you bring that left elbow to right knee still, bringing it back to tabletop, you lower that crunch. We're here for 4, then we pulse that crunch. 3, 2, and 1. You're staying lifted. We're twisted in that crunch and we're just pulsing it up. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those legs back to tabletop, you lower that chest. We're done with the left side now. So we're just gonna start keeping those legs in tabletop. We just start with those chest lifts. So we exhale, chest lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keeping those elbows nice and wide. Using that exhale to lift us up, pressing that lower back into the mat. You inhale as you lower. We're here for 4, then we add on. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering that chest down. So from here, we're gonna chest lift up. We're gonna extend and lower that right leg to the mat, keeping that left leg in tabletop, bringing that right leg back, we lower that chest. So we're working that right side now. So we just crunch up, we extend and lower that right leg, bring it back to tabletop, lower down. Remembering to exhale as we lift. And then as we bring that leg back to tabletop, then you inhale as you lower. We're here for 6, and then you stay lifted with me. 5, 4, keeping those elbows wide. 3, 2, and 1. You're staying lifted. We just extend, we sweep that right leg down to the mat, we bring it back to tabletop. Extend, sweep down. Using that exhale to bring it back to tabletop. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3. Can you get your shoulder blades a bit further off the mat? 2, and 1. bringing that right leg back to tabletop, you lower that chest. So we're adding on, we're gonna chest lift up, we're gonna extend, sweeping that right leg down. As we sweep it down, we twist over, touching that right elbow to left knee, bringing it back, that right leg to tabletop, we lower that chest. Exhale, chest lift up, we twist and extend and lower, bringing everything back to center, then lower down. Just taking it slow and controlled, using your exhale to lift you. Inhale to lower. We're here for 6, and then we pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're staying lifted in that crunch, twist it over. We're just pulsing it up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. We lower that chest, lower those feet to the mat. We're done with core. Core should probably be on fire. Okay, now's the time to grab a drink, pause me. We're gonna go straight into our glute series. So I want you lying back down on your mat. Your feet are hip distance apart, arms down by your side. And we're just gonna start with those glute bridges. I want your feet close enough that you can touch them so we can really activate those glutes. So we exhale, glute bridge up. We inhale as we lower, tapping that tailbone to the mat, and then lift back up. Pushing through our heels and squeezing those glutes at the top before you lower back down. Using that exhale to lift you up, inhale to lower you. We just want to warm up those glutes, so really squeeze them and put all your energy into those heels to lift you up. We're here for 4, then we're gonna add a layer. 3, 2, last one, bridge up, lower it down. So from here, we're gonna bridge up. We're gonna bring that right knee in to a knee drive, place it back down on the mat, you lower it down. Exhale, bridge up, bring that right leg in for a knee drive, lower it down, lower your bridge. Keeping those hips as level as you can with the ceiling as you knee drive with that right leg. And keeping that glute bridge nice and high. Exhale as you lift. Knee drive with your right leg. Place that right foot back on the mat and you lower it down. Starting to feel it in that left glute. We're just focusing on keeping it slow and controlled We don't want to swing that right leg down as we lower it. It's just slow and controlled. Bring it in for that knee drive. You lower it down, keeping that core braced. We're here for 4. Then we stay lifted in that glute bridge. 3, 2, and 1. We're staying lift in that glute bridge. We're just gonna knee drive, lower that right foot down to the mat, and knee drive. Keeping that glute bridge nice and high. Using that exhale as you knee drive. Inhale as you lower it down. We're here for 6. Can you get that glute bridge nice and high? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering that right foot down to the mat, you lower that bridge. From here, we're gonna extend that right leg to the ceiling, and then we're gonna glute bridge up and lower down, keeping that right leg extended long, toes pointed to the ceiling. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. All that energy is in that left heel. Using that exhale to lift you up. Inhale as you lower. Keeping that leg nice and straight if you can. We're here for 6. Then we're gonna stay lifted in that glute bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're staying lift in that glute bridge. We're gonna sweep that right leg down to the mat, bring it straight up. Keeping that glute bridge nice and high. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, in 2, we pulse. And 1, that right leg is extended to the ceiling. We're pulsing our bridge for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that right foot down to the mat. You lower that bridge. That was a little spicy. Okay, we're just gonna start with that glute bridge with both feet planted on the mat. Exhale, glute bridge up. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Putting that energy into both your heels as you lift up. Keeping those ribs knit together as you exhale. And filling that belly up as you inhale. We're here for 4, then we're gonna add on 3, 2, and 1, lowering that bridge down. So we're gonna bridge up. We're gonna bring that left leg in for a knee drive. Lower that left foot down to the mat. We lower our bridge. Exhale, lift. Knee drive with that left leg. Lowering it down to the mat. Lower your bridge. Knee drive, place that left foot back on the mat. Lower your bridge. Keeping our hips nice and level as we knee drive. Just moving with intention. That knee drive is slow and controlled as you lower that left foot down to the mat and lower your bridge. Exhale as you lift. Bring that left knee in, lowering that left foot down and lower your bridge. That right glute is turning on as it holds you up. We're here for 4. Then you're gonna stay lifted with me. 3, 2, and 1. We're lifting that glute bridge. We're just gonna knee drive, lower that left foot to the mat, and knee drive, keeping that glute bridge nice and high. Exhale as you knee drive, inhale as you lower. Can you lift that glute bridge a little bit higher? We're only here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing that left foot back on the mat, we lower our bridge. From here, we're gonna extend that left leg to the ceiling and we glute bridge up. Inhale as we lower, exhale as we lift. Putting all that energy into that right heel. Keeping that left leg nice and straight. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. You're staying lifted in that glute bridge with me. We're just gonna lower that left leg down to the mat. We bring it up, keeping that glute bridge nice and high. We're here for 6, 5, keeping that sweep nice and slow. 4, 3, use your exhale to bring it up. 2, in 1, we pulse. That left leg extends to the ceiling. We're pulsing our bridge. We're here for 6, 5, 4, just tiny lifts and lowers. 3, 2, and 1. Place that left foot on the mat and you lower that bridge. Just hug those knees in quickly. Giving a nice stretch. I'm gonna get you to come into that 4-point kneel. We're just gonna come into a plank. So I want you to plank so your shoulders are over your wrists. I want your feet hip distance apart, just so you're nice and stable. So we're gonna come into a plank and we're gonna pike our hips up. And then we come into a plank, making sure that back is nice and flat. And then we pike up to give ourselves a little rest. Pike, plank, and pike. Inhale as you come down to that plank. Exhale as you pike it up. We're here for 4, then we're gonna add a layer. 3, 2, and 1. When you come in that plank, can you tap your left hand to your right shoulder, and then your right hand to your left shoulder, and then you come into that pike. So I want you to widen your feet stance so you're nice and stable and you're not wobbling side to side. So you plank, You tap that right shoulder with your left hand, that left shoulder with your right hand, then you pike it up. Just taking it slow and controlled. We don't want to wobble to either side. It's a lot of control and balance here. This is our last push, guys. We're here for 8. Keeping that belly button pulled into spine and our back nice and flat. We're here for 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one, we come into that plank, we shoulder tap, and we shoulder tap. Pike back up one last time. We're just gonna drop those knees wide, bring those feet together, coming into that child's pose. Arms stretch out in front of us. Just slowing that heart rate. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourselves up. We're gonna lie ourselves down onto the floor, and then we're gonna push ourselves up into that cobra. I want you to inhale as you look to your left heel. Exhale as you come to center. Inhale as you look to your right heel. Exhale as you come to center. Just stretching that spine. And that core. We worked it hard. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Meeting me at center. We're just gonna push ourselves up into our knees. And we're just gonna come to a seated position. We're gonna extend that left leg long. We're gonna bring that right foot in. We're gonna grab that left foot with our left hand and bring that right hand over, feeling that stretch in our right side body and left leg. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting that go, extending that right leg long, bringing that left foot in, grabbing that right foot with our right hand, bringing that left hand over, if that feels good, stretching that left side body and right leg. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting that go. Coming to seated. We're gonna inhale, reach up to the ceiling. We're gonna exhale, let our arms go. One last time. We're gonna inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And we're gonna exhale, let our arms go. And that is your full body workout for the day. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.